Hi, we're going to discuss today which are the two best paper combinations in ACCA. But before we do that, like always, thank you so much for all your love, support, comments. I truly appreciate it. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, can I urge you to please hit the like and subscribe button and the bell icon. I promise you, I will only do videos which are going to be helpful in your ACCA journey as well as your finance and accounting. Now, moving on to the topic, which is which are the two paper combos that you can ideally go for. Now, first of all, a big disclaimer here is that I'm not a big fan of two papers, right? Because I believe that there is this one thing that ACCA is like a blessing for everyone is the flexibility of giving one paper at a time, right? And I believe that is the only thing that makes ACCA so much more doable. Therefore, I don't think that you should really give up on such a big benefit. However, I understand that there are people who think that they can do more than 2, 3, 4 papers, and I'll be lying to you if I said that I have not done it. In fact, my final sitting of ACC exams, I had sat three professional level exams together. But those days were different. I was in the UK, and the exams were only every 6 months, right? So, anyways, coming back to the topic, if you have decided that you want to give two papers together right now, let's say, and I'm gonna straight away go to the skill level and the P level, right? I'm hoping that a lot of students would have, or maybe because these days a lot of people are getting knowledge level exemptions. I'm not going to get into that, right? But coming to skill level, let's say if you want to do two papers, what you can do is pick up a paper A, which is going to be a lot of number crunching. You have to do a lot of paper solving, right? So a lot of calculations. So pick up a paper which is going to involve that, and then pick up a paper which requires a lot of theory, right? You have to go through a lot of theory. So now what do I mean by that? And why am I saying that? First of all, when you have a combination of a paper which requires a lot of number crunching and a paper that requires a lot of studying, a lot of concepts, and a lot of not necessarily rote learning, but you get my point, right? So if that is the case, what happens is that in a day, you can take first half of your day number crunching, second half of the day on theory. How do you decide which one to do in the first half, second half? Look at your body cycle. If you are someone who is super active in the mornings, right? In fact, that is the time when you pick up a theory subject. The reason for that is because it requires a lot of conceptual understanding, and I understand going through theory can be a bit of a drag, right? So therefore you need that energy, you need that focus, and that's why if you're a morning person, do that in the first half, and in the second half when your energy is little lull, you can do number crunching because that does not require you to stay focused. As long as you're solving your sums, you're fine, right? So coming to the combination, I would suggest that maybe what you can do, pick up papers like FR and double A together. The reason for that is the standards that you're studying in FR can help you in your audit paper, right? So, and vice versa. If you have studied your standards in audit, it helps you in FR as well. But of course, primarily the good crux or the crux of the reporting paper is in FR, and that really helps you in your audit paper, right? So you can pick up FR double A, and the same will go for the combo PM and FM. Now, mind you, the syllabus for FM is fairly long, as so is the case with PM. So again, coming back to, if you are really going to take two papers, make sure you understand the amount of efforts that is going to go into, right? I believe that each paper will require at least a 3-4 hours of daily studying, right? If you're doing every quarterly exams, right? So what you can do is that take PM, take FM, because PM you should all know, and there is very the number of numericals that used to ask back in the day versus now has changed significantly. Most of the stuff that is there is all around theory, right? So PM and FM, which FM is again practical and number crunching heavy paper, right? So these combinations you can do. Now a pro tip here, right? So let's say you are someone who's almost done with your skill level. You only have one paper left, right? Let's say that paper is FR and you want to probably try and do two papers. Here what you can do is that along with FR, you can actually go ahead and book an SBR exam, right? Now, anyone who's done SBR will definitely tell you that there are so many things that are common between FR and SBR, right? So, once you are studying for FR, automatically a lot of studies for SBR is automatically getting done. So what you can do is that if you are doing FR as your last paper, pick up SBR along with it, and then like I said, the efforts required is a lot lesser than, let's say, doing FR and AA. Similarly, if you are doing PM, take an APM. If you are doing FM, take an AFM. If you are doing audit, take a AAA. If you are doing tax, take the ATX, right? So this is a pro tip for you guys. Anyone who's sitting the final paper in skill level and thinks that they want to maybe do more than one paper, this is the combination that they can go for, right? So I hope this video helps. Like I said, I will only do videos that helps you in your ACC and your finance and accounting journey, right? So if you think this is helpful, can I request you to also please share it with your friends and family, and like always, thank you for your continued support. All the very best, and bye bye.